Hello and welcome to the Granville Avenue Arts and Humanities Volunteer Orientation. We will be discussing 6 different topics including an introduction to our organization, important documents, the different volunteer roles we offer, the flow of programming at each center, volunteer contracts, and your next steps. First, we will be discussing our mission, vision, and critical actions. Our mission is to build environments of curiosity and creativity with our neighbors to cultivate inclusion and justice. And we envision a flourishing neighborhood where people embody liberation, self-determination, self-expression, connection, and joy. Our 3 critical actions include engaging with youth, calling out injustice, and sharing joy. Granville Avenue Arts and Humanities is made up of the Cook Art Center and the Cook Library Center. The programming in each center is similar apart from a few differences. The Cook Art Center provides access to a variety of artistic disciplines to youth and adults, and the programs at the Cook Art Center aim to celebrate the creativity and culture of the neighborhood. During the school year, they offer after-school arts, while during the summer, they offer summer arts and learning and Girls Rock Grand Rapids. The Teen Leaders program runs year-round. The Cook Library Center serves as a resource hub for our community to make sure our neighbors have access to Wi-Fi, technology, and has a youth and family-driven catalog of books. They offer services year-round, including library services such as printing and faxing. During the school year, they offer Cook Library after school, while during the summer, they offer Cook Library Summer Camp. And similarly to the Art Center, the Teen Leaders program runs year-round. Next, we will be introducing you to our staff. At the Library Center, you will find Alejandra, the Library Manager, Sandra, the Elementary and Middle School Coordinator, and Monique, the Teen Leaders Coordinator. At the Art Center, you will find Mika, the Cook Art Center Manager, Sarah, the Studio Manager, and Ale, the Program Assistant. Our leadership team is made up of Steph, the CEO, Jess, the CFO, and Alex, the COO. Now we will begin discussing important documents. Our handbook is meant to guide our volunteers by giving an overview of our mission and history. We also have a list of our volunteer opportunities. Our section of expectations covers your rights and benefits as a volunteer and our organization's volunteer policies. Our facility-specific information includes information about parking, severe weather protocols, fire protocols, what to do in case of an injury or first aid situation, and reporting a complaint. The last page of this document has a signature line to confirm that you have read the policy in its entirety. Our abuse and neglect policy goes over what our guidelines, general conduct expectations, and reporting practices are in the event anyone detects abuse in our space. The last page has a signature line to confirm that you have read the policy in its entirety. Anyone who volunteers, tutors, or instructs in our spaces must understand and sign this policy. We are committed to providing a safe and welcoming environment for all community members. To ensure the well-being and security of our visitors, staff, and participants, the following policy prohibits the possession, use, or carrying of weapons within the premises of both the Cook Art Center and the Cook Library Center. We have also added an addendum that details what the protocol is in the event that U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, tries to enter our buildings. If you have any questions about any of these important documents, please let the center manager know. Now we will be moving on to discussing our volunteer roles. Feel free to pause the video to read over the commitment and times of each role as you see necessary. At the Cook Library Center, we encourage children to develop a daily reading habit aiming for 15 minutes of reading each day to help build their literacy skills. Reading buddies play a crucial role in supporting literacy development, especially in early childhood. Most of the students that need a reading buddy are in kindergarten or first grade. We ask that volunteers commit to at least one day a week, Monday through Thursday, for a total of 4 to 8 weeks. During the school year, we need walking companions to help pick up and accompany students from their school to our centers. The Library Center picks students up from Cesar Chavez Elementary, while the Art Center picks students up from Southwest Elementary. This small yet meaningful task ensures children arrive safely at the library or the Art Center and offers an opportunity for informal social interaction, which can foster a sense of belonging and security in the children's daily routines. You will always be accompanied by a staff member when doing this role. We ask that volunteers commit to at least one day a week, Monday through Thursday, for a total of 5 to 8 weeks. Many children, particularly from bilingual households, visit the Cook Library Center to practice both their Spanish and English. Bilingual volunteers are essential in helping these students refine their language skills and boost their linguistic abilities. We ask that volunteers commit to at least one day a week, Monday through Thursday, for a total of 5 to 8 weeks. The skills needed for this role are fluency in Spanish. Homework helpers assist students in completing their assignments as part of the Cook Library After School program. Volunteers with basic knowledge of subjects such as math, language arts, social studies, science, and so on are invaluable in guiding students through challenging homework tasks. Volunteers should ensure students complete their work neatly and to the best of their ability. When needed, volunteers can use online resources to familiarize themselves with the topics at hand. We ask that volunteers commit to at least one day a week, Monday through Thursday, for a total of 5 to 8 weeks. Classroom support can be provided in a variety of meaningful ways that directly enhance the learning environment and contribute to students' social, emotional, and academic development. Volunteers may assist with a range of activities depending on the needs of the instructor and the structure of the day. These tasks often include, but are not limited to, setting up materials for lessons or activities, providing one-on-one support or small group support to students who may need extra help staying engaged, understanding instructions, or completing their work. Volunteers may also assist with facilitation by helping guide discussions, offering encouragement, and maintaining focus during activities. Volunteers may also supervise students during transitions, breaks, or hands-on activities, helping reinforce routines and classroom expectations. Volunteers may also help with cleanup and organization at the end of a session to support a respectful and orderly learning environment. Before assisting, volunteers should always check in with the instructor to receive specific directions and understand how they can best be of help. Volunteers are encouraged to take an active but supportive role in the classroom, always working under the direction of the instructor. We ask that volunteers commit to at least one day a week, Monday through Thursday, for a total of 5 to 8 weeks. Library assistants can help fulfill responsibilities around the library, including organizing and restocking our little library outside of the building, checking in books in our system, LibBib, putting books away and organizing them, creating a Book of the Month display, labeling new books, inputting new book information into LibBib, decorating the library, among other things. These tasks help our library continue to be a welcoming, neat place that meets the needs of our patrons. We ask that volunteers commit to at least one day a week, Monday through Thursday, for a total of 5 to 8 weeks. General volunteers are key to supporting our center's overall function. This role involves a combination of different volunteer roles, including reading with students to foster a love of reading, assisting with homework to ensure academic success, handing out snacks, maintaining the library by keeping books organized, assisting teachers during classroom activities, etc. By taking on these varied tasks, volunteers help create an organized, supportive, and nurturing environment, vital for children's social, emotional, and intellectual development. This role is for folks who are open to being flexible and love when each volunteer shift is different. We ask that volunteers commit to at least one day a week, Monday through Thursday, for a total of 5 to 8 weeks. Now, we will be discussing the flow of programming at each of our centers. At the Cook Library Center, programming starts at 4 p.m. during the school year. The day starts with staff going to pick students up at Cesar Chavez Elementary, which ranges from 3:30 p.m. to 3:45 p.m. Once students and staff arrive at the Cook Library Center, snacks and the check-in is upon arrival. Homework help is from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., and class is from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Students are not allowed to have any technology during this time unless they need it to learn. Pickup is from 6 p.m. to 6:45 p.m., and the library closes at 7 p.m. During the summer, the Cook Library Summer Camp daily schedule is a little bit different. Programming starts at 10 during the summer. The start of the day includes students arriving at 10 a.m., and we begin the day with an opening circle. Students then read and play until class starts. We have 2 different classes going on in the day. The first one being the morning class from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Then, in between that, lunch starts at noon. The afternoon class is from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. And again, students will not have any technology during this time unless they need it to learn. We end the day with a closing circle at around 2 p.m., and pickup is from 2:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. For the Art Center, during the after-school arts, staff arrive at Southwest Elementary at 4 p.m. Snacks are given to the students, and the group of students and staff leave the Southwest Elementary at 4:15 p.m. The first class of the day starts at 4:40 and ends at 5:35. Then there is a 10-minute break in between from 5:35 to 5:45. Then the second class begins at 5:45 and ends until 6:40. Pickup at the Art Center starts at 6:40 p.m. During the summer, the Art Center's hours are a bit different as well. Programming starts at noon. At noon, lunch is provided for 30 minutes. Then, opening circle starts. The first class of the day begins at 1 p.m. and ends at 2:30. Then, there's a snack time break from 2:30 to 3 p.m. The second class of the day begins at 3 and ends at 4:30. Then, staff leads closing circle from 4:30 to 5 p.m. 5 p.m. is when parents and guardians can start picking up their students in the lobby. Now we will begin discussing our community agreements, which are nonviolence and accountability, safe and accessible spaces, kindness and consideration, collaboration and community, and learning and growing. Our first community agreement, nonviolence and accountability, means that we don't hurt others with our words or our actions, and when we see people hurting each other, we stop them. If someone hurts someone else, it's their responsibility to change their behavior. Violence includes physical violence, racial attacks or slurs, bullying, or verbal abuse, as well as digital attacks, gendered violence, or homophobia, and all forms of harassment or assault. Strengthening this agreement looks like keeping hands to ourselves and respecting personal space. Holding someone accountable for this agreement looks like telling a student, "We walk together and we watch out for each other." At GAAH, safe and accessible spaces mean that we keep our spaces clean and organized so that they're safe and usable for everyone in the community. We show care for the many people who come here by taking care of the space and following all of the safety procedures. Strengthening this agreement looks like staff arranging supplies in the lobby so students can access them. Holding someone accountable for this agreement looks like staff encouraging students to share and take turns. Kindness and consideration is really important at GAAH. We believe that every person at GAAH has value and worth just as they are, including ourselves. We pay attention to our own needs and what others needs, and we speak up when we need help. Strengthening this agreement looks like thanking someone for raising their hand and not interrupting. Holding someone accountable for this agreement looks like telling someone that what they did or said was unkind. In terms of collaboration and community, we want to make sure we listen to and learn from each other and that we believe that everyone's story matters. We also want to ensure that we celebrate that we all have different experiences, identities, and perspectives, and that we get beautiful results when different people work together. Strengthening this agreement looks like contract staff or instructors running a circle in the beginning of class. Holding someone accountable for this agreement looks like staff using a talking stick to encourage listening and taking turns. Our last agreement, learning and growing, means that we believe it's important to understand ourselves and the world around us. We learn and grow our whole lives, and sometimes it's hard work. We know that as we grow and try new things, we will make mistakes, and that that's okay. Strengthening this agreement looks like kids using new materials in class for the first time and trying something new. Holding someone accountable for this agreement looks like following up with someone who caused harm and naming the expectations for future behaviors. Now, we will go over on what you can expect on your first day. First, check in with the library manager or the art center manager. The site manager will give you your name tag, a rundown on what to expect, who you'll be working with, and can answer any questions you may have. Next, sign your contract. Contracts are signed on the first day. After that, make sure to sign in for your shift by filling out our volunteer time tracking sheet. Lastly, greet students, introduce yourself, and ask for their names, and go over any rules. Next, we will be discussing contracts. Our contracts serve to document the mutual agreement between volunteers and GAAH. It outlines how long you plan to volunteer for, when you plan to volunteer, including the day and time, your responsibilities as a volunteer, and GAAH's responsibilities. Your next steps include taking a short quiz about our orientation. You must score at least 80% to move on to the next steps. There are no attempt limits on the quiz itself, but please make sure to go over our information before taking the quiz. Once you pass the quiz, we will work on getting you scheduled. That is the conclusion for our orientation. If you have any questions or reactions, please feel free to get in touch with us. And lastly, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. We hope that it was helpful to you.